The first speech will be the name of your speech?
Consciousness.
Consciousness. Please welcome Micah.
Do you want more control over your life?
Yes.
Do you recall a speech I made prior when I sang to you on the guitar?
Yes.
Those ones that were here at the time? When I gave that speech, the whole benefit and value that I want you to understand is that it brings you to a conscious level in your mind. And you're able to meditate while you play the instrument. What you're doing is what I call sensory meditation. And it allows you to be aware of your surroundings using your sensory, your touch, your hearing, taste, smell, and sight. And it puts that into action, the ones that you can utilize, and it stimulates it, and it helps you take more control over those features of your body and of your conscious mind. You can do things like dancing. That's one of the only forms of meditation that improves brain function, such as allowing you to have better short-term memory, reducing stress levels, allowing you to focus better. They've used a study with dementia patients that the only form of exercising that can help your brain is dancing. Another one is art. Drawing, painting, these are all coping mechanisms that can enhance your brain while providing you stimulation of your senses so that you can meditate in that fashion. You don't have to sit down, crisscross applesauce, and go with your eyes closed. You don't need to do that to meditate. You can be anywhere at any time. What I picked up was the Rubik's Cube. With the Rubik's Cube, I'm able to use my sight and my hands to solve it. And that's what it stimulates, is those senses. Not sound like I would with a guitar. But in this case, a Rubik's Cube can represent you. It can represent your emotions, because you have 6 sides with all different colors. And that can represent the emotions that are brought up as you live your everyday life. Happiness, sadness, fear, grieving. So there's many things that you can do to help balance that. And as I learn how to use the Rubik's Cube, I fail over and over again, just like I would when I'm using a guitar. And it forces me to try again and again so that I can create a balance in my life by working hard towards that goal and training my conscious mind to solve it. And there will be a point in your life when you meditate enough where you will have some sort of stability, a foundation, if you will. And then you'll be able to build the next layer and keep working hard towards meditating. It's all something that takes time and effort. And what I want to relate to you with this is that it takes you into the now, into the present. So you're not thinking what you thought about an hour ago, or what you think you're going to think an hour from now. So you have the past and you have the future inside your brain. Your brain's always trying to decipher the two, if you allow it to. Or you can be conscious and allow yourself to become in the now. For example, when I'm standing here, I can feel my feet on the floor, my hands on this Rubik's Cube, I can feel my lungs breathing, and I can smell the air. I'm not thinking about what happened in my childhood, because even if it's moments of happiness where I imagine being carefree in the world, I'm not happy right now, because why else would I be thinking about that? Even if it's a special moment in my memory. Or in the future. I'm scared that someone's going to break into my vehicle, so I'm having now hypertension or cortisol levels increase just because I'm thinking about that. But there are constructive uses of thinking about the past and the future. And they are, well, from my experience, this tells me that this project is going to work out in this manner. Or in the future, I'm going to learn how to plan a strategy. But allowing your emotions to run free and allowing yourself to get mixed up, that's not going to help you at all in stabilizing you. And with this, I totally messed up on this. I'm not going to do it anymore. I can do it in 50 seconds. I'll show you if you want to. It's difficult to do when I'm speaking and whatnot. But what you're going to do is you're going to get lowered stress, and you're going to be able to articulate your thoughts by using this Rubik's Cube or guitar. Your mind will be trained to compartmentalize things and allow you to have abstract thoughts. And that's what you want with your conscious mind. You want to be able to go, boom, I know exactly what to think right at this moment because I've trained myself to focus and how to approach the situation instinctively so that I can benefit in the most possible way as possible. You can, and what that brings me to my next point is I want to encourage you to do those things, to learn the Rubik's Cube, to learn a guitar. In order to effectively balance your life, you need coping mechanisms to handle your stress on a day-to-day basis. Or these can just be activities that you completely enjoy and that you cherish. Another thing is subconscious mind. You have your consciousness, like I was just talking about, focusing, and building that part of your life. And then you have your subconscious. The one where you can visualize yourself completing a certain goal or giving yourself affirmations so that when you are on autopilot, you're able to allow your autopilot to adjust the best way as possible. Because you're not going to always be fully focused and conscious. I don't know anybody who is, or anybody who ever was. For example, tailing off of Scott's speech, you can train your subconscious by putting red fingernail polish on your thumb right here. And when you pick up your phone out of your pocket and you're getting ready to text and drive, you'll see a red thumb. And you'll go, okay, maybe I should put that away. That's my signal to put away my phone. And then after a month of doing that, your subconscious is going to go, oh, there's a red. No, there's not red on my fingernail anymore. But your subconscious's mind is going to think that. And it's going to tell you to put it away. And soon you'll grow into the habit of it. And so those are two things that I encourage you to do. Actively seek out an instrument or activity that you can do to improve your consciousness and focus, and then do affirmations and look up other useful tools of training your subconscious. Because those are the only parts of your life that exist, is your conscious and your subconscious mind. I'll leave that to take home with you, and I hope that you can share with us what you've learned in the future and how it's impacted your life. Thank you.